Thank you. Thank you. So before I start the demo, I'd like to give you a little bit of context on what we do. I mean, we don't have a wow effect on the backends or any incredible app, but I need to give you a bit of a context. So basically what we've built is a platform that is used by some large communities of beneficiaries to connect and manage offers provided by businesses and merchants all over their area. So for instance, what we call a community of beneficiary can be Nestlé, the company, is using our platform to manage all the benefits which are provided by hundreds of merchants and businesses all over Switzerland. And rather than having to do a one-to-one deal and contracts and emails back and forth, what they do is they send them all to our platform, which works a bit like LinkedIn, and they give them an invitation code, which allows the business then to connect with Nestlé, provide an offer, and let Nestlé validate on a one-click management the offers and decide whether or not they want this offer to be available for the employees. So communities of beneficiary can be employees of a company, can be members of a club, can be, we have sports club who use it for ticket holders, hotels for the guests, and so on. This is an actual account for Nestlé. That's how they have been presented. Sorry, it's not in English, but it's French and German. So that's where they explain they have 10,000 employees in Switzerland, and they are available for basically any merchant or business to provide and propose an offer as long as they can validate it. By having such an account as a community, each of these companies get to have a special code which allows them to send it to existing partners that they might have. And those existing partners end up on a page which is provided by us for the community and allows the merchant or the business to create his account on our platform and directly create his offer as well. So for instance, if Don't Pitch Me Bro would like to invite the employees of Nestlé to come and join one of the sessions, and by having that little link, they could just create their account, obviously fill in all their information, the street, the name of the account, and create eventually an offer already where they display precisely what they want to offer to the employees of Nestlé. So the community now has here his account, and he can actually see all the existing, let me go first for the existing offers. So those are actually about 160 existing offers which all the employees of Nestlé are entitled to have. They range from any kind of business. It can be a restaurant, can be a bank, insurance, can be an online store or whatever. And the Nestlé can basically look at all those benefits, and they can then, when they go on the pending tab, see all the benefits that have been now offered and that are not available to the employees. So if Don't Pitch Me Bro were to do an offer like this, it would appear in this list, and it would allow Nestlé to look at each of the pending offers, see the details, see the logo, see if there's enough detail enough, and then they just basically approve it or eventually refuse it. And they have a few information that they can give, which says basically we don't like your offer because it's not interesting enough, or we have too many of them, or it's not appropriate, or they have some free text to give back as a feedback. Now, switching back to the merchant, what we try to do is to make it easy for any kind of merchant. So in the case I showed you now is a merchant that has been invited by Nestlé because maybe they already had a partnership with them, or maybe they used to be on the list of existing providers of offer. But obviously, any kind of merchant or business can create an account for free. It works a bit like LinkedIn. You create your account, and then you can see all the communities that are available on the platform. So if, for example, that account which has been created for Don't Pitch Me Bro, and Don't Pitch Me Bro decides, okay, let me just find some communities that I'd like to invite as a partner because I would like to offer them a benefit. So they can basically look at all the different communities which are actually present on the platform. There's about 4 or 5 pages of them. So you're going to have Nestlé, you have Philip Morris employees, you have some hockey clubs, you have different kind of communities. And once he's been inviting that community, he gets to create an offer, and he goes on his offer tab. He can click on new offer. He chooses here the partner he wants to invite, and let's say I've put in a magazine which they use it for their subscribers, and it says, okay, you know what, I'd like to propose to all the subscribers of this magazine this particular offer. Now the difference will be in the pricing, basically. If he was invited by Nestlé, which we did at the beginning, he doesn't have to pay anything. But if he wants to connect with a new community which didn't invite him, he's going to have to pay a fixed fee, upfront fee, to be able to create an offer. But obviously the control stays at the end for the community to decide whether or not they want to accept that offer. And the idea for us is now to try to onboard communities and let them have a chance to eventually monetize as well their community. That's what we do.
Fantastic. Big round of applause.
I love the idea, and I see a potential application in the white label business for the booking.com or last minute kind of things. And let's call it the low cost last minute kind of thing. That could be a B2C kind of business. Would you consider going into the white label application for others?
Yes. So we are seeing now a big range of communities that we didn't even anticipate at the beginning, to be honest. I mean, we're having projects now with magazine. They use it for the subscribers. Like I said, hotels for the guests. Obviously online merchants as well that want to use it for the people who buy something. The idea for us, the business is really on the platform for us. It's not so much the app. Because the app, we build it because we have seen communities that don't have a way then to make those offers available for their beneficiary. But we have now projects with some larger communities, traveling, airlines maybe, who actually have an app already. So we wouldn't tell them, you have to use our app. It makes total sense that they use their own app. They already have an app, they have 100,000 users. So what we do is we give them the API so that they can insert it within their own app, and our business stays on the platform. They can still manage on the platform the kind of benefits they want to have and the money they want to make with it.